Now, as the truce holds, UN agencies are scaling up aid deliveries to Gaza. Some 450 trucks carrying supplies such as fuel, water, and medicine have entered the besieged territory in the last couple of days. They are the largest humanitarian convoys since the start of the conflict and include the delivery of ambulances to help with evacuations from Al-Shifa Hospital in northern Gaza. Many who've been displaced by Israel's military operation are using the respite in fighting to search their bombed-out homes for belongings and the bodies of loved ones.
Free from the threat of airstrikes, Abdul Aziz al-Najjar has returned to the site where his home once stood in southern Gaza. He searches through the rubble looking for anything which could keep his family warm in the weeks and months ahead.
We want to take advantage of the truce. We've spent the past 43 days in shelters where there were no services and we were exposed to rain and cold. It was extremely cold. Our house is destroyed, but we want to find some of our stuff to be able to keep ourselves and our kids warm.
With the truce now in effect, aid agencies are scaling up the delivery of assistance. The UN says some 200 trucks, the biggest humanitarian convoy in more than a month, crossed into Gaza from the Rafah border crossing with Egypt on Friday. It included almost 130,000 liters of fuel. Many Gazans lined up for hours near the border crossing, waiting to fill their empty canisters. With the skies above the besieged territory free from Israeli warplanes for the first time in 7 weeks, others are traveling north to check on their homes, the relatives they left behind, and in some cases, to bury the dead.
We hope the agreement between Israel and Hamas, now in force, will bring respite to the people of Gaza and Israel and some relief to the hostages and detainees who will be released and to their families. We hope it allows grieving families to honor their dead and bury them with dignity. And we hope that this humanitarian pause leads to a longer-term humanitarian ceasefire for the benefit of the people of Gaza, Israel, and beyond.
But Israeli warplanes have already dropped leaflets warning Gazans not to leave the south, saying that the war is not over and that it's very dangerous to return to the north, the focus of its military campaign. There is a possibility the pause could be extended if the two sides agree to another exchange. For now, Israeli soldiers remain stationed along the border with Gaza, waiting to receive orders.
James Elder is a spokesman for UNICEF, the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. He's in southern Gaza and told us about the situation for children there.
Yeah, hi. Look, it's ghastly. It is exactly that. It is a graveyard. I said that based on all the reports and everything we'd heard from colleagues on the ground a couple of weeks ago. And now that I'm here, I can't actually believe it's worse than I imagined. And as you hear from those words, I imagined the worst. I've been at a hospital today. Again, the wounds of war I see in children are things I haven't really seen, at least not the sheer number of children, a busload coming down from the north, children who hadn't seen medical care for 3 or 4 days, the just smell of rotting flesh on that, children with horrendous burn marks, with wounds of war, mortar wounds. This is consistent. This is in a hospital. Of course, tens of thousands of people spread across this area, outside, looking for water, looking for food. And this is, as you rightly said in your report, this is the respite. This is meant to be a good day because we are getting aid in. There aren't bombs landing. But still, for people who've endured this for 7 weeks, it remains hellish, and you can see the fear, you can see the trauma written all over their faces.
Journalist Hamed Bala was in Gaza until recently. He joins us now from the Jordanian capital, Amman. Hello, Hamed. We've seen images of aid trucks entering Gaza, including fuel trucks. What more can you tell us?
Yes, in the third day in a row that 8 trucks are coming into Gaza, 200 trucks expected to enter today. As the previous days, we Gaza received a bit less than 200 trucks in the first day, and the second day yesterday. But today is like expected more trucks to come in, including fuel and cooking gas. It's in a bad need in Gaza.
Hamas earlier complained that Israel was not allowing aid to reach northern Gaza. Has the situation changed?
Well, it's not clear yet. I mean, yesterday Hamas said that the delivery to the north wasn't as agreed upon in the ceasefire agreement. According to the Red Crescent in Gaza, they said some trucks were delivered to the north areas. Seems like some areas are blocked, so they couldn't reach it. Today they are expecting, and it will be more clear where the trucks will go and what items will be delivered.
So there's continuous talk about possibly increasing the 4-day truce or extending the 4-day truce between Hamas and Israel. What will that mean to the lives of people in Gaza?
This is badly needed. Everybody I talk to on social media, everywhere, Gazans are looking for extension or even like for a complete ceasefire. They experienced long time of suffer. Many of them, they lost their houses or lost of them family members or their children. So they want to bury them. They want to go back for their businesses. It's very important for the relief of Gaza that the war to be over or at least to be extended. In case that there is extension, that means they will get more aid and more fuel. The problem is that with the items that coming through Rafah is limited. It's not all items that used to come to Gaza, mainly water, some food and medical supplies.
Right. Journalist Hamed Bala in Amman, thank you.